Coming to the cage now, we see out of the blue corner, Will Armstead. He is fighting out of Beckley, West Virginia. Formerly from Pennsylvania, trained out of Integrated Defense System there under Eugene Blankenship. Last fought in February of 22, where he lost by unanimous decision. He's 0-2. His first fight, he took a loss by submission, but you see, went the distance in his next one, gradually improving. He's taken some time off. So I think we're going to see a different Will Armstead tonight.
Now, do you know, by chance, is Will Armstrong, is he still training with Eugene, or where is he at now?
He's training in Beckley under Eugene Blankenship.
Interesting.
So I'm not too familiar with Eugene down there, and that camp down there.
Yeah, they're kind of off the radar. Eugene is an old school sport jiu-jitsu guy back from those days. I believe he was a prison guard, and he had a little crew down there. He actually threw some fights down in Oak Hill a few times, training with a guy named Steve Neal. So they have a little bit of background and a little bit of everything, right? That's the old, I don't know if you knew the Ernie Boggs sports jiu-jitsu guys, but those guys did a little karate, a little jiu-jitsu, a little bit of everything. So they're old school. Good, tough guys, so.
And coming out now, we've got a training partner, Denzel Chapman, training out of Black Cat MMA under Josh Fowler, Devin Williams. And this will be Devin's debut. Heidi, you might be more familiar with him than I am.
I actually haven't spent a lot of time around Devin, so this is his debut to me personally.
Denzel makes you stay at the house.
Yeah, I'm only allowed out for food.
I feel like old like Denzel's going for the Jorge Masvidal look tonight, huh?
He is. If you actually, I wish we could zoom in on his shirt. That's actually Ronan over his shirt.
Really?
So, yeah, he special ordered that shirt, and this is also the shirt's debut. So.
Well, that's awesome. There you go. I am also one that likes to dress to impress, so I like it. Very good.
I really like what Josh Fowler's been doing there at Black Cat. You know, it's a new gym. He split off from Ground Zero, started his own place, and has never looked back since. They've got such a great group of guys there. Denzel Chapman, of course, training there quite a bit. Andrew Packard is another one.
We're having a good time this evening. Is there anybody out there? We having a good time. Well, this next bout is at 185 pounds. And out of the blue corner, we have the Magic Man, Will Armstead. And out of the red corner, fighting out of Black Cat MMA, Devin Williams.
All right, Will.
Breathe. Stay over. Hold on.
I wonder how much pressure comes on you to finally get that win, right? So it's good and bad. But I do tell you, these guys are throwing some ill intention. It's a little bit different with these 185ers. Those punches, those kicks, they're coming with some power.
A lot of times I admire those guys that are 0-2 looking for that first win because it takes a lot of guts to keep going. When you start out your MMA career with 2 losses, it takes a certain kind of man to keep going and say, this is it for me. I want to do MMA, and I know I can compete.
Absolutely. And how many times have we seen on the last couple of shows where somebody was 0-3, 0-4, and they pulled out the victory? And you can't help but feel good for those people. But so far, man, these guys look good. Will Armstead's really light on his feet. The difference, though, is, you know, Devin's throwing with some power.
Sim, but he pops back to his feet.
Yeah.
You know he's hurt.
He might have made a mistake there not jumping on him. Because, look, he's coming back. He needs to jump on him.
I think Williams needs to sit back a little bit, clear the cobwebs.
Absolutely.
Stay calm here. Because he got caught running into something.
Yeah, Armstead needs to put the pressure on because he's letting him come back.
Armstead's getting a little excited, getting a little
Yeah.
wild with his shots. If he could just pick his punches, let him run into something again.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Stop
Williams
the
does
Really
a good
good
job
coverage.
changing levels there.
Yeah, I would argue that Devin's already kind of got the cobwebs out. He looks good, but again, Will should really jump on that. If you knock a guy down like that, you need to put some pressure on him. See where he's at.
Yeah, those are some of the lessons that are usually learned in those first few fights. So I'm sure he's going to look back at that and really regret not capitalizing on those moments.
Absolutely. And I understand that's what it comes with experience, right? You also want to come in and then get caught, right? So there's kind of a little happy medium there.
Williams is throwing some heat with his hands.
He is.
Even though he got cracked earlier, he's still mounting some dangerous offense. I think that's what makes Armstead hesitant to just come crashing in.
Yeah. Well, and if any of those punches land, they're going to do some damage. So far, they haven't found a home, but man, they're coming with some heat.
You got two 185 guys here. They're going to carry some power. You get clipped in these small gloves, and it changes everything.
Yeah.
And we saw that there with Williams. He was winning the fight, controlling the volume, and then he got caught, and everything changed.
Everything changed. It's amazing, though, in an MMA fight when you drop somebody and don't even try to keep him on the ground. Like, he didn't even move. But I'm assuming he was...
I mean, if you're Pro Cop or something, if you're a world-class kickboxer or boxer, I can see it.
Yeah.
But if you're in an amateur fight, you're hunting for that first win, take that top position, even if you don't get
Absolutely,
the TKO.
yeah.
Ride that round out on top, seal it in the judge's eyes, you won.
I think he got stuck admiring his work, right? And that's what happens a lot with amateurs, right? You got to not admire what you do. You need to kind of capitalize on what you just did.
Right. Stay focused. Don't get too excited because you saw how quickly Devin popped back up. But
Yeah. But props to him, right? That's, it's not boxing, but you could argue that could be a 10-8 round.
Denzel Chapman there in the corner. Devin Williams tells him be first.
Oh, now those punches, that 1-2 landed.
Right on the button as well. And
Yeah.
that woke him up. Big left hook.
He
Just
knows.
a haymaker shot from Armstead.
He knows he's down at least one round, depending if they call that 10-8, right? He's got to do some work, so he's got to come. Oh, that one landed. Devin Williams is coming in, and we're catching Will Armstead going straight back.
I like that from Williams there. He started to rush forward, and then he stopped himself.
Yeah, nice knees, man.
And
Man, he's looking good. Yeah, they're doing good.
I'd like to see Armstead be a little bit more offensive first.
Agree. Now it's looked like all his offense has stopped, right? He's just looking
I think
for
the
the counter.
shots in the beginning of this round by Williams hurt Armstead a little bit. That first straight right of the round caught him right on the chin.
Well, the other thing that happens sometimes is if you land a big punch, then you start just looking for the big punch, right?
I definitely think he's pot shotting for sure.
Yeah.
Look at those big, wild hooks he's throwing. He wants to land that again, but
Yes.
he needs to tighten up.
I see it a lot. I've seen, especially the amateurs, like some guy or girl will win with a head kick, and then every fight they just throw a head kick, right?
Good scramble there to get back to his feet, but you see he overthrew and got taken down because of it.
Yeah.
Those shots feel good, but at the end of the night, it's a points game. So
Oh, big punches by Williams. Both land right on the button.
Well, yeah, now we're seeing Armstead go straight back.
He's hurt. This might be the beginning of the end, and you see Williams jumps on him.
So look at the difference between that knockdown and the other, right? But what a recovery by
Good job
Armstead.
by Armstead.
He's in a tight guillotine. Wow. I think we're in a tie ball game here, guys.
yeah, that's fun to watch. It's a really intense ending.
And the tide has sure turned.
It's turned, and if Armstead wants to get back in this, he needs to find whatever light-footedness energy he had in the first round. It definitely left that round. And as you had a great point. Maybe those punches took it out of him early in the round, but he's got to find that energy.
I think they definitely made him more hesitant. And like you say, he's definitely overthrowing. He's pot shotting.
Yeah.
Everything he's throwing, he's looking for that one big shot to close the show. Because he's excited. He knocked the guy down in the first round.
Yeah.
But like you say, sometimes that hurts you.
He doesn't. Well, now he's got it the other side, so maybe he'll open his game back up, right? Start throwing ones and twos. Don't go straight back on defense, right? The same guy we saw in the first rounds kind of disappeared those last rounds. But that being said, props to Devin Williams, man. He's looked great, right? And he weathered the storm. He's definitely looked more technical, even though he got dropped the first round. That round, all his punches finally landed. Right.
And that shot he landed in the first, there's no such thing as a lucky shot, but like he was in the middle of the fire and he just threw.
Yes.
And it landed.
Yeah. And it came at that weird overhand angle, But you can see he was, Armstead was very light on his feet in the first round. Now he's very flat-footed. His movement's very limited. It's always straight back.
Oh, big low kick from Armstead.
And that hurt. That definitely hurt. You see how he's stumbling around a little
bit.
He
needs more of that. He needs to set it up with his hands.
Yeah. Well, even there, after he ducked there or dodged the kick, it would have been great to follow that up with something. Yeah. Ooh.
He's carrying his hands so low, though, and that's going to be it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Devin Williams by third round TKO. Overcame adversity, got dropped early, comes back, and stops Will Armstead.
What a finish.
Yeah.
What a finish and what a comeback, right?
Yeah, that's got to feel good for your debut.
Here comes the replay.
And it's a fight you can be so much more proud of.
Good overhand right on the ear.
You snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. It's another moment like that tonight. We've seen that happen twice already.
It was a heck of a fight. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Great finish. Just immediate action as soon as he was on the ground there at the end. No time to stop and admire that work. He knew exactly what to do.
Exactly. And that's more, this is an MMA fight, right? You've got to take every aspect. It looked like Armstead would rather be on the feet. He had decent, when he did get taken down, he got back up, but he had those opportunities to control the fight at certain times.
Yeah, definitely.
But heck, again, they both did really, really well.
Yeah, they did. Neither fighter looks that tired, so I think they're in really great physical condition. And
this contest comes to a stoppage of 45 seconds in the third round. For the winner by TKO due to referee stoppage, Devin Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Devin Williams. All right, Devin, first fight ever. You get dropped first round. Tell me how you overcame that, got that beautiful TKO finish.
I'm training with guys like these, every day. They prepared me for this, so I'm still in the days.
So what's next for you, my friend?
Oh, I'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Devin Williams.